Prime Time Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Just about time to drive home, just about time to go to the fair for others, and time for Friday for everybody. Friday night, our cast here, Josh Ryan, Abby St. John, one more time this week for news, sports, weather, and more. And one last look at a very busy week out at the Lloyd X for Colonial Days.
Yeah, it's been a busy week for most people, probably like setting it up and then having all the vendors and stuff like that. But it really just shows how much a fair can actually be.
Yeah, there's really something to do for everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously, families is the prime beneficiary.
Yeah.
But something for everybody and something enjoyable for everybody.
Yeah, because if you don't like one thing, there's bound to be something that you like.
Indeed, and even someone like grumpy old me can find a little bit of joy. Eric Bayes found plenty of joy, and he's out on location.
Thanks, guys. Well, today we are back out here for Colonial Days, our third and last day here. And today we are going to be talking about the Bulls. Now, they did buck those 2-year-olds in the Futurity event here earlier this morning. And now tonight we're going to see the big boys go with the riding event here as the Cowboys will get on those 3- and 4-year-olds here starting at about 6 o'clock. So we're going to have some more back from up here, a few interviews beforehand to preview that for you. But first we're going to go back to the studio where Abby has a look at your local news.
Thanks, Eric. Well, human remains were discovered during a search just outside of North Battleford. The RCMP Major Crimes Unit conducted the ground search in the rural area. A police dog found the human remains. Autopsy will be conducted next week. The investigation continues. We will have more updates as soon as more information is available. And a 26-year-old man of Lloydminster has been busted for drugs. Rylan Rauschinen is one of 6 men charged with conspiracy to traffic a controlled substance, among several other charges. Out of the 6 charged, 4 of them are from Alberta. The arrest came after an investigation by the Alberta Law Enforcement's response team that spanned across Alberta and BC. Police say the drugs were brought in from BC to Edmonton and then distributed to Lloydminster, Bonnyville, Cold Lake, and other areas. And on a lighter note, it's day 3 of Colonial Days today, and with a lot of things to do and see, our Jasmine King tests out a few Carnival games.
Hey guys, Jasmine King here with Primetime Local News, and today we are at day 3 of Colonial Days. Now on the first day, we tested out some amazing food. Yesterday we took our chance on some really fun rides, and today we are going to be testing our luck with some of the games, so hopefully we can win some prizes. The first game we tried was Duck Hunt, where I struggled with bad accuracy, so I didn't hit any target.
Did you hit it?
I moved on to the dart throw game, which was probably my best game out of them all, where I hit 3 balloons out of my 4 shots. Josh Park joined me once again at the fair today, and then we took on Whack-A-Mole. So what do we do in the game?
Today, what you do in the game is you have to hit the moles when they come up. First player to hit 15 wins.
Hammers up, heads down, like Mark said. Hello.
As Josh took the win on that one, I decided maybe I need a worthy opponent to face off against. Now we're with Kale, and Kale, are you excited to try this game?
Yes.
And do you think that you're going to beat me?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm good at this game.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to put our skills to the test and see how we do. We both did amazing with 0 points each. What did you feel about after that?
Good. But it's been a while since I did this, so that's why I didn't get one on.
So you think if you would have had more practice that you would have beat me?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to have to rematch one day. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Kale. After losing so many games, we thought we needed a bit of a pick-me-up, so we hit up the rides once again. No, I'm not. I'm kind of scared. going to wrap it up for us here at Colonial Days. We had a lot of fun, and we hope you guys did too. And I hope you guys also get the chance to come check it out this weekend. Have a good one.
Little Bo Peep has nothing on these sheep at the Colonial Days Sheep Show, where kids as young as 3 parade their lucky lambs around.
It'll start with some showmanship judging, and then it kind of goes into confirmation. So there's ewe lambs, and also there's just like ram lambs. Some of them it's their first time, so the showmanship, it'll be a little bit more entertaining. And then some of them, they've had quite a bit of experience. So you'll see they're pretty good at showing their lambs around.
These pint-sized sheep showers work for hours to lead their lambs.
It feels good because we work with them a lot. You have to get a rope and then you get one piece and then you just lead them. It's really fun.
The sheep show is one of many opportunities for people to come out and meet some beautiful animals while learning something new. Rides, food, and games aren't the only things to take part in at Colonial Days. There's also a lot of different shows to experience, including the indoor trade show. Companies from all across Canada come out to showcase different products. One of the booths, Pure Strength, is a company that makes and sells bracelets made of natural products.
We sell bracelets for your health, for your body, for pain. All we're doing here is we're saying no to chemicals, no to pills. Inside you have minerals and you have magnets, very good for your health. No chemicals whatsoever. Beautiful benefits for your body.
And it seems more companies are doing the same, like local business Young Living Essential Oils Company that is 100% organic.
Natural products are really making their way coming back into our world because a lot of people are trying different products and not seeing results, and with natural products basically they come into your body, they're absorbed naturally, and they just help you.
These are just some of the many different booths and displays at the indoor trade show. If you missed the show today, you can still go check it out tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. And if you're making your way past 58th Avenue this evening, make sure to steer clear of the 5000 block between 50th Street and 57th Ave. The City of Lloydminster, in conjunction with Runway Construction, is conducting a one-day sewer replacement project on the block, closing access to the area. Construction got underway this morning and is expected to finish around 6 p.m., assuming weather conditions allow for the project's completion by the scheduled time. Now we're going to Eric Bay, who is live on location.
3, 2. Once again, we are back here at Colonial Days, and we're talking about the Bulls here tonight. And now Ryan Byrne of Bucking Bulls, joins me now. So can you talk a little bit about this event? I know we did talk how it raises so much money is going to the contractors and just the importance of that.
Yeah, this is what we call a classic events for the 3- and 4-year-olds, and it's for the producers we pay an entry fee, and just like the contestants do, so they're judged on the bulls and how their ability is to buck and how good they are. So this here in Lloyd is one of the best events we have all year, so we always look forward to coming here.
No, that's great to hear. Now you do have one bull going here tonight, so can you tell us a little bit about him and what we can expect here going into tonight?
Yeah, he's been a real good bull. We had him in the futurities last year when he was a 2-year-old, and we won a couple events with him. And he's younger than some of the bulls here, but hopefully he turns out, we'll see. But it's kind of a crapshoot every time you go. They're just like people, you don't know what kind of day they're going to have and how they feel, but he's been looking good all day, and so hopefully he turns out.
No, for sure. Hopefully that does happen. Now, we were talking earlier about how you used to be a bullfighter and then got into that contracting business. So can you tell about that transition and why you did want to get into it?
Yeah, like I fought bulls for 25 years, and then when I was done that, I wanted to stay with the bull riding and that part, and I always loved the bulls, of course. So we got a few cows and my sons, and we decided that this is what we're going to do. So we put a lot of work into it, and it's kind of like the racehorse business with the genetics and all that kind of thing. You got to shop around and get the right cows and the right bulls and get them together and get hopefully a good bull turns out. So that's why I stayed into that.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here, and good luck here tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to have some more coming back from here, talking about the bulls that are going on here, continuing day 3 of our Colonial Days coverage. But first, we're going to go back into the studio.
Should be a rowdier event there than we'll have for weather. Should be calm over the next couple of hours, which again, it goes against expectation from earlier in the week. Fairly cloudy skies, but we've had lots of sunlight to mix in with that, and the skies will start to clear up a little bit over the next hour or so. So currently a temperature of 23, and that should hold for at least another hour or so. Your records the same as yesterday, 36 back in 2002 and 4 back in 1993. Not the warmest summer day, but people were probably busy going to see Jurassic Park for the third time back in 1993. Now, satellite and radar, clear skies largely again north of the Midwest region here in the Lakeland area. Some larger clouds making their way through St. Paul and Bonnyville. Edmonton also relatively clear over most of the day, and most of your cloud cover instead in the Battlefords region, though the temperatures have held strong there. Now, over the next 24 hours, we will get a drop in temperature around, as I said, 9 to 10 a.m. And there is an increased chance of a storm developing later on in the evening, so around 11 p.m. or midnight. Only a brief dip down to the low teens, and we'll be right back up to 20s for the afternoon. At least by 9 a.m. in the morning, we should get into that 20-degree sort of weather. Now, your next 3 days, 25 on Saturday with a low of 13. An above 50% chance of precipitation. They're still calling for an outside chance of a thunderstorm, so keep a monitor on your alerts moving forward, especially if you have to travel. 23 and 14 on Sunday with a near 60% chance of precipitation and thunder showers there. 22 and 14 on Monday, where some of the cloud cover will clear up a bit, though there still is a possibility of rain there. West-northwest winds will finish off your 3-day around 12 to 13 kilometers, and that should hold through most of the several days after.
Once again, we are back here at Colonial Days as we continue our last day of coverage here this week. And Sherry Grant joins me now. And so can you tell us a little bit about this booth you guys do have set up here behind us?
Absolutely, and I'm thrilled to share a little bit about what we're hoping to share with the people that come along. Our goal is to help you learn one more thing about the beef industry. We talk about where your beef comes from, how it gets to your plate. We talk about the way producers raise beef. We talk about the kinds of things they do, and we answer questions. We engage in conversations, and conversations, everybody from the senior citizen who maybe raised cattle in his time, or the 5-year-old who's just excited to learn everything.
No, definitely exciting for them for sure. Now, you mentioned you want people to learn, even if it's just one thing about that. So what's the importance of getting that info and that message out there?
Well, I think a lot of people don't have much connection with the farm anymore, so they don't really think about it. And there's a lot of advertising that goes on. And if I can help people think critically about what they're reading, that's huge. We've got millions of acres in Canada, specifically in our prairie provinces, that it's not going to grow grass or wheat, it's not going to grow potatoes, it's not going to grow carrots, things that we can eat directly. So we need some sort of an animal that can convert that grass that's growing in these areas into food for us. And that's what our ruminant animals do. So cattle are ruminants, and that's exactly what they do. They convert that grass or whatever's growing on that very poor quality rocky land, and they turn it into a high quality protein for us to eat. Nutrient dense, excellent for our nutrition. And these are the sorts of things that we often don't think about when we're just reading casual information in the newspaper.
Right, of course. And now you do have the fairly interactive stuff here too for the kids. So can you just tell us real quick, as we are running out of time, about those?
Sure. So we've got kind of a quiz here, and it's different levels, and we start at level 1, and the kids just really love having an opportunity to read the questions, to answer, and to feel success when they get the right answer. So yeah, it's really fun, and they're having a great time.
All right, thank you so much for this, and have fun here the rest of the way.
Thank you so much. Glad to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to have more back from here, but first we'll go back into the studio.
Welcome back. Well, the federal government and the canola industry are together spending about $7.6 million over 3 years to boost oilseed exports. Agriculture Minister Marie-Claude Bibeau says it will help exporters to diversify markets. She says it will also help them take advantage of new trade deals such as the Canada-European Union Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement and the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. Jim Everson of the Canola Council of Canada says the money will also be used to build the reputation of canola around the world. He says more than 90% of Canadian canola is exported as seed, oil, or meal. And the Saskatchewan Agriculture says crops remain behind normal developmental stages. Canadian Crop Hail Association says with the moisture also came storms across Saskatchewan and Alberta, causing light to heavy crop damage. As a result of the storms, there were 1,018 claims in Alberta and Saskatchewan, with association members are investigating. Murray Bantle of Cooperative Hail Insurance Company says Saskatchewan farmers made 98 claims after storms damaged cereals, oil seeds, and pulses. He says the damage ranged from light to heavy, with the heaviest damage being in Coronach and Assiniboia. Wind, rain, and hail also caused damage to crops in Outlook, Saskatchewan, and communities near it. And that's all for egg. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your egg prices.
We're a part of less than 5% of Canadian auto body shops and Lloydminster's only locations with certified collision care recognition at City Centre Auto Body.
Border City football has hit the national level this week in the form of Lloydminster High School running back Matthew Morin. The 16-year-old was selected to represent Alberta at the Football Canada Cup in Kingston, Ontario, along with a large group of elite players province-wide. In Alberta's first game against New Brunswick, Morin was selected as the team's offensive MVP following a breakout performance that included a 30-yard touchdown run. For Morin, the exposure playing at the national level is making all the difference.
Amazing to be noticed by so many teams, by the U Sports Committee and the NCAA. It's amazing to have conversations with people all across the world, like all across the country, and yeah, it's quite the experience.
Morin and the rest of the Team Alberta fell short in a thrilling 4-overtime semifinal against Team Quebec, meaning they'll now face the hosts in Team Ontario for bronze tomorrow, a game that Morin believes is theirs for the taking.
We will win this game, knock on wood, but yeah, I have very high faith in our offense and our defense to come away with the win.
Morin will be entering his senior year come September, when he'll suit up one last season for Lloydminster High School. The hope after that is to play post-secondary ball. Now we're going to Eric Bay, who is live on location.
Thanks, guys. Back here once again now, where we're talking Bulls here tonight. That starts at 6 o'clock, and Dakota Butter joins me now. And now we've talked about how this event is putting money back in the stock contractors' pockets, big payday for them. So can you talk about the importance of those contractors to the sport?
Oh, the contractors, it's when we make a ride, the half comes from the animal. So if we don't have a good bull, we don't get as good score. So the breeding program's really come along up in Canada, and as the years goes by, it's just going to keep getting better, and the bulls are going to be getting better.
And now what do you think then again too about them getting that compensation again, all that hard work they put in, making sure that you guys have some good bulls to ride?
Oh, it's great for them. Like, it's not something that happens overnight. It's years and years of breeding, and there's a lot of hard work, and it's tough when it doesn't pay off sometimes. You can go through a lot of animals before you get a good one that can come here.
And now you are riding tonight, obviously, so can you tell us about the bull you're going to be on and whether or not you know much about him?
His name's Stuntman Hank. He comes from Wild Hogs, Bucking Bulls, and he's a pretty good one. I like to have him. I'm looking forward to tonight.
No, for sure, should be good. We're really excited to see you ride. And now you obviously are doing very well this season. So what are you looking for here going into that home stretch over the last few months to continue riding well?
I just need to keep plucking away, getting points, and it's kind of at the halfway point now. It's going to get grueling here for the last part of the year.
And now you did mention this is your first time here riding in Lloydminster. So what are you looking forward to here, maybe from the crowd or that atmosphere and the experience?
I don't know. It's the first time we've been here, so I don't really know what to expect. It's just a short drive from home, so that's always nice to come. You don't have to drive very far.
And what's it like to be able to ride here close to home as well? Maybe getting some people to travel out and come see you as well.
Oh, for sure. I got friends. They'll probably be here tonight, so he'll be good.
All right, thank you so much for doing this, and good luck here tonight.
Thanks.
That is Dakota Butter. We are going to have some more back from here, talking bulls that do kick off here 6 p.m. down here at Colonial Days, but first we're going to go back into the studio.
Less than 40 minutes to go till that show kicks off. No watches and warnings to worry about for now. We may have a thunder shower warning coming into the Midwest region, and certainly out by Edmonton later tomorrow afternoon. But for now, clear skies, and that means clear highways as well. As you can see, bare is the condition for every major highway in Alberta. So good news after we expected a little bit of rainfall earlier this week. Again, largely clear skies with a couple of clouds here or there, mostly in the Lakeland region, and largely, of course, in the Battlefords, though they have only experienced a few droplets of rain over the course of the day. Now you can see current temperatures in Saskatchewan, 24 in Meadow Lake, 23 out in St. Walburg. Isle La Crosse has had a nice week, hovering in the mid-20s through most of the week, 25 right now, 25 as well in Maidstone, and 26 in North Battleford. Edmonton also sitting at 26 degrees. And when you go up northwest, also looks relatively warm. 25 in Lac La Biche, 23 in Bonnyville, 24 in St. Paul, a little warm to the south as well, with Provost and Mackland sitting along with 26 degrees. Now, North Battleford, as said before, has experienced largely cloud cover today, but a little bit of sun peeking out at the moment as those westerly winds are moving those clouds around at 24 kilometers per hour. 12, the overnight low, with south winds expected as well, certainly more calm winds than they've had during the day. Fairly clear skies as well. Then 27 is the expected high tomorrow, with a few clouds here or there, and wind coming out of the north at a nice calm 7 kilometers. 25 the expected, or the current temperature rather, in Cold Lake, with west-southwest winds there. Those winds will again calm down overnight, where they're expecting a low of 13, and will stay relatively calm tomorrow, but there is a chance of a thunder shower there amidst a largely sunny day in the Lakeland region. A high of 25 should hit around 3 or 4 p.m. And here in Lloydminster, 23 degrees with a low of 13 expected. The wind hasn't been quite as drastic in terms of gusts, but we'll also have a similar pattern of calming down tomorrow and remaining relatively calm into the evening as well. Again, a low of 13 will give way to a high of 25. That same risk of a thunderstorm is in effect in the middle of the afternoon, maybe later on at night. Hopefully for those going to Colonial Days, it won't hit at that peak last couple of hours before the festival closes. 23 on Sunday with a low of 14. Again, largely cloudy skies and a strong chance of precipitation there. 22 on Monday, as well as on Tuesday, where the weather will start to move a little more favorably to those who want to enjoy the summer. 23 on Wednesday with a low of 12 and a little bit more clear sky. Then 21 on Thursday with a low of 15 and 19 on Friday with a low of 9. Not a high chance of rain there, but plenty of cloud cover, which could put a hit on any time out at the lake.
Now we're going to Eric Bay, who is live on location.
Once again, we are back out here for Colonial Days, our third day out here, and I'm joined now by Bear Lightbound, and you are a judge here tonight and also this morning for the Futurity event. So can you tell us a little bit about what you guys were looking for this morning in that Futurity?
Yeah, so all the contractors across Canada bring their top 2-year-old bulls to the Futurity this morning, and we're just looking for the best bucking 2-year-old and giving out a pile of money this morning to the best one.
And now moving on to tonight, obviously there's a little bit of difference as they do have that rider here tonight. So what exactly are you guys looking for tonight in these bulls?
Yeah, so there's still 4 judges that are judging the bulls tonight in the long round, along with the 2 PBR judges, myself and Derek Adams will be on the back of the chute actually judging the bull rides as well as the bulls. So the bull riders are riding for a lot of cash here tonight too. So.
And now seeing we've talked about this here, the Futurity event as well, all this money going out to the contractors. Have you guys seen over the years maybe an improvement in these bulls at a younger age with these events coming out?
Oh, for sure. The last 10 years they have really improved in the buck and bull business.
And now again, as we talk about those 2-year-olds and moving to these guys here who are actually bucking with the riders, what's kind of that progression of those bulls as they go from that 2-year-old to having a rider on them in the PBR?
Yeah, so just like some of them bulls buck really good with dummies on and move into as a 3-year-old, move in with humans on their back, and sometimes they like it and sometimes they don't. Sometimes them Futurity bulls that are really good just don't buck as hard with humans, and vice versa. Sometimes them Futurity bulls that don't really buck with the dummy, they get a rider on them and they are really good.
And so now tonight, what are you guys looking for that perfect 8-second ride here from the bull and from the rider?
Yeah, lots of kick and spin, intensity and buck for the bulls, and looking for guys to dominate the bulls, and if they can spur, that's more points for them as well.
All right, thank you so much and have a good time tonight.
Thank you very much.
We're going to have some more back from here down at Colonial Days as the bulls get set here at 6 p.m. But first, we're going to go back into the studio.
Of course, our last question of the day for the week had to be Colonial Days, only appropriate, and the answers were relatively appropriate, I'd say. So Mary Brown says the thing she most, or never gets sick of rather, when it comes to Colonial Days or the fair is festive laughter, different foods, games, and the look of faces and smiles on the rides. So basically everything. She doesn't get sick of the fair, is what she's saying.
But it kind of seems like she's saying that she likes watching people's experience,
right,
which is also really nice because when you see someone playing and having fun, you know, that kind of warms you up just a little bit. So it's really nice.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Mary's a people person. Yes. And I guess that ultimately the fair is for the kids, and so you're seeing their joy.
Yeah, because this is something that they're going to remember for a long time because they're saying, and it's something that they can look forward to yearly as well. So they'll always have that joy, and then when they're adults, they can look back on them and then still go and pretend that they're a kid again.
And I know the feeling of looking forward to something because we look forward to this every day. Pet of the day, and we actually have a very special picture to start with, which is one of the pets watches the show. So as you can see here, that's Gary, and apparently it's 2 A's, so you pronounce it with a New York accent. I can't do it, but that's what the owner said. So Darren and Heather, I believe, thank you for the submission there. Gary really liked being on the show.
I love when dogs watch TV because it's like, oh, they're a part of it. I think it's really cute.
I hope to see more of these in the future, folks. Send your pictures. So let's get into the current award possibilities here. Emmy from Melissa to start.
I love the bandana that she's wearing. It's very adorable.
Would fit right in Colonial Days.
Yes.
Next up, we have Tashi. I never did figure out how to pronounce this name. I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Beautiful dog. Absolutely gorgeous.
Looks
love
like she's out there in nature, too.
Yeah.
And next up, we have Otis. So flipping the Milo and Otis thing around.
I love the way Otis is sitting. I've never seen a cat sit like that, and he just looks so cute. It's like he's ready to get his picture taken, and I'm here for it.
Must be well-trained, Otis.
Yeah.
Next up, Lucy. So we're going to go heavy on cats here. Pamela, thank you for that picture.
Very, very precious and adorable. I love the picture. A little curled up in a little basket. I think it's really cute.
And let's transition to Oliver, who is wondering how everyone can't get up to hang out with her, I guess, on the shelf.
Or she got caught trying to sneak on the shelf or something, and she's like, oh, sitting pretty like, I didn't do anything wrong.
That is certainly a possibility as well. And remember, folks, don't forget, anytime you submit a picture of the pet with the name, you can win a free gift card.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram to have them featured on Pet of the Day. Your name will be entered into a weekly draw for a gift certificate from the Pet Pad.
Welcome back to Primetime Local News, and in studio we have our local golf pro, Marty Wheaton. Marty, you guys have a big event coming up on Tuesday, Golf for the Cure. Can you tell us a few of the details about that?
Yeah, so it's coming up this Tuesday. It's a 6 o'clock start. We tried it last year. It was a big success for us. Had about 80 ladies take part in it. So it's a national initiative through Golf Canada, a way to get women involved, and it's for a good cause. All the money raised goes towards breast cancer research. So it is a good tournament and a good cause.
So again, obviously, being it's the second year you guys are doing it, you're excited for it. How much of an impact can it have, and has it had, I guess, a year later on women's golf in the area?
I guess nationally, they've raised about $6.4 million through this event. So it's one of the biggest grassroots golf programs that we do have in Canada. For us, we were second in the province for raising funds last year. So it was really great. The community got behind it, and fun times.
And in terms of the skill level and such of the gals, is it more just getting a chance to compete, or is there a lot of lessons going on here, a lot of technical training?
No technical training. It's kind of more of a social, fun event. You definitely don't have to be the best golfer to show up. It's kind of a team scramble. event, so definitely beginners, intermediate golfers, everybody's welcome.
We have obviously one of the best female golf players on the planet in Brooke Henderson, and it's obviously a growing sport in Canada generally. Are you seeing more of an interest in golf on the women's side in the last 5-6 years? And with events like this, obviously it probably helps raise awareness for it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is making initiatives, putting your foot forward and trying to get ladies more so involved in the game. It is a different market, certainly, but there are initiatives out there like Golf for a Cure that are helping the cause for sure.
And do you guys have any specific goals for how much you're hoping to raise from this this coming day on Tuesday, or how many people you want to see show up on Tuesday?
Yeah, it'd be nice obviously to beat the numbers and keep improving year after year. So if we get over that 80 player mark and do a donation around that 3 or 4K for our location, it would be great.
And is there anything else people should know before coming in terms of whether they bring their own equipment, attire, all those things?
Yeah, it's pretty easy, straightforward. It's great if you can show up with a team of 4, but we'll also join up twosomes, singles. It's a good place to meet other ladies in the game. And as far as attire, just regular sports clothes is great, and we're looking forward to the event.
Do you have a championship you were given out last year, or is there any kind of official, even bragging rights for it?
No official bragging rights. It is a pretty chill event, just more of a social fundraiser. So, but we are looking forward for the day for sure.
And now, anything else going on in terms of the world of golf locally that you guys are really excited about moving forward over the next couple of weeks, I guess, before we get into school season again?
Yeah, another big thing for us trying to grow the women's game is our girls golf camp. It's July 21st to 23rd. So we're looking forward to that. It's been really successful, had some backing from Golf Saskatchewan for that. We were awarded Junior Leader of the Year in 2017, and one of those initiatives that helped us reach that was definitely that girls golf class.
Okay. And how many girls are you expecting to participate there?
Same thing. Hopefully we can improve year after year. Year 1 was 15. Last year we had 30, so looking to improve on that again.
At that rate, you're going to have 90 this year.
There we go.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty solid number. Thank you once again for joining us, Marty. And where can people go to find more information or sign up?
Yeah, they can definitely call us at the Pro Shop, 306-825-5494, and they can sign up that way.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the rest of the cast, folks.
I'm Justin with Boom 101.9 and 93.7 Win FM, and here's what's happening. Lots of stuff going down July 19th, so make sure you mark your calendars and that you save the date. The Star Lake Bullarama is happening. You got the beer garden starting at 3. The Wild Pony Race is going down at 6:30, and then of course the Bullarama at 7. And then after that, you're going to have a dance to wrap things up nicely. Also starting on the 19th is the 71st Hardesty Rodeo. It is going to be a fantastic time. The dates for that are July 19th, 20th, and 21st. Weekend passes are available, $35, or if you just want a day pass, that is fine as well. Friday, they're going to start the day with the Street Fair. The Street Fair has a whole bunch of events. Now, this is just to name a few of the things that are happening. They have a rock climbing wall, inflatables for the kids, a petting zoo, a whole bunch of vendors, a mechanical bull, and a chili cook-off. Like I mentioned, that is just to name a few of the many events and things they have going down. Of course, the 20th, which is the Saturday, you're going to start the day with the parade. They're going to have a rodeo, the Chariots and the Chucks, and then an outdoor dance. And Sunday, you're going to have a rodeo, the Chariots and the Chucks, and then the Combine Crunch. It is going to be a good time. Once again, the dates for that are the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. And then, of course, you have the 33rd Annual Irma Summer Spiel. That is happening July 30th to August 5th. Registration does fill up quickly, so make sure you register your teams over at irmasummerspiel.com for the slow pitch and the curling. I'm Justin with Boom 101.9 and 93.7 Win FM, and that's what's happening.
We're so happy to be joined today by our friend Brett Kissel. Brett, it's been a while since we spoke to you last, and you've had some exciting things happen. First, I want to congratulate you on the birth of your son, Leo. That's just amazing.
Well, thank you very much. You know, my wife and I, we're still on a high. Family of 3 now with a little baby boy. We feel very blessed.
And now to add to this news announced, Brett, in regards to the Canadian Country Music Awards, you've been nominated. Congratulations. Tell me about that.
Well, thank you. You know, we got an incredible surprise yesterday to be leading the way for nominations. 5 of them we got. We're very excited. There's a brand new category called the Entertainer of the Year. And then I'm returning to the Fans Choice category. So if anybody's coming out to see any of our concerts over the course of the summer, from Big Valley Jamboree to Paradise Hill or anywhere across Canada, you know how much I love my fans in country music. So to vote, you can go to ccmafanvote.com and you can vote 1,000,000 times. We don't care. You vote as much as you can for your favorites in country music.
Well, let's talk about these summer concerts that are coming up, Brett. It's going to be great to have you in our area here in Paradise Hill. Tell me a little bit about that and also about BVJ.
Well, Paradise Hill is a gig that I've actually wanted to play for a long time. There's a friend of mine in Paradise Hill that owns a company called Buck Paradise, one of the great hunting outfitters in Canada. Grant Kuipers has talked to me about this show for about 3-4 years. And I'm really happy that now it's the 10th anniversary. And I'm going to tell you right now, the pedal to the metal and put on an extraordinary concert worthy of a decade-long celebration for Paradise Hill. And then the weekend before Paradise Hill, I'm going to be in Camrose for the Big Valley Jamboree and co-headline with Brooks and Dunn on August long weekend. Truly is a dream come true.
You have so much excitement in your life, Brett. It's just so incredible, everything that you have accomplished. And I know that you like to give back to your fans and also to your friends, and you're a big family man. And I recently saw the video that you released for Drink, Cuss, and Fish that looks like a big party that was held, I guess, out at the ranch there one day. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I think some of my uncles still have a hangover from that party last summer, but we do it upright. My family, we have great food, great drinks, and a lot of fun. And we just decided that we were going to put it all on camera. And when we did, we knew that we struck gold with a very unique music video. So I'm really thankful that it turned out as fun as it did. And if anybody can relate to it, well, make sure you share that video and you pass it on to all your other hillbilly friends.
So, Brett, what is next for you now besides the performances that you mentioned in the summer? Are you working on some new material too?
I am. You know what? And I've not really disclosed this to anybody or any, public forum, but I have been in the studio working on new music and I'm really excited about it. You know, the 3 previous records that I put out on Warner Music are 3 great pieces of my heart and 3, I think, great moments in time on the timeline of my career. But I truly believe that everything that we're working on now and the music that's going to be released a little bit later this year, as well as into 2020, blows anything I've ever done away. I'm really excited to bring this music to, all of my fans and all of the fans just in country music in general.
And when are we going to get a sneak peek of some of this, or are you going to keep that close to your chest for a while?
I am going to keep it a little closer to my chest. We've toyed with, playing some new songs at Big Valley or Paradise Hill. But, I think when you think about those shows, it's such a great party atmosphere that we're going to play all of the songs that we're known for. That's our goal, and that's what we're going to be doing. And we're just going to let people probably discover it on radio, on the streaming services like Apple Music and Spotify. And then, have people discover my brand new music on YouTube when it's fully produced that way. And then I know in 2020, we're going to start playing that material a lot more.
Well, Brett, thank you so much for your time today. We always appreciate speaking with you. Good luck with everything. And just once again, give us that website where people can vote for the CCMA Awards for you.
Well, thank you. The Fans Choice Award, you can vote at ccmafanvote.com. That's ccmafanvote.com. Vote for your local Prairie Boy, and we'll have a big old Stanley Cup party if we win it together.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Brett. You have a good day, and we look forward to chatting with you soon.
Well, pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
Once again, we are back here at Colonial Days, covering here at the Friday, and I'm joined now by Glenn Duck, the Saskatchewan Association of Agricultural Societies and Exhibitions.
Awesome.
Hey, perfect. I nailed it first try. So can you just tell us a little bit about what you guys do have going on here today?
Well, as the Saskatchewan Association of Agricultural Societies and Exhibitions,
We represent all the fairs and agricultural societies across the province, and we have a number of different partners that we work with, and Mosaic and SaskPower are two of them. And what we do is we'll work with all of our different agricultural societies and fairs, like the Lloydminster exhibition, on different agricultural education programs and different safety day programs.
And now you do those safety programs and safety days. So can you tell us about the importance of spreading that message you guys do go into to teach the kids and all that?
Well, it's huge. The SaskPower display talks about electrical safety, and that's what we teach our kids about. This past year, we'll do about 16 safety days across the province that our agricultural societies will host. And in those 16 safety days, roughly about 6,000 children will go through, students will go through to learn about safety. So, I mean, it's so important. And with the help of SaskPower as a partner, it's been really able to help us out.
No, very important. Sorry, very, very important for sure. Now we do have the display behind us of the potash. So can you explain the importance of that here real quick?
Well, and one of our partners is Mosaic, and we do a lot of agricultural education, and Mosaic is one of our very important partners. Potash is so important to the province of Saskatchewan that we're able to go around to different agricultural education days and teach kids all about potash.
All right, thank you so much for doing this, and enjoy the rest of the fair.
You betcha. Thank you, Art.
We're going to have more back from here at Colonial Days, but first we're going to go back into the studio.
Thanks very much, Eric. 25 tomorrow with a low of 13. Again, there's a chance of rain, but the weather is held firm for a couple of days, so no reason to think there isn't a chance, at least, that we're wrong about tomorrow. 23 on Sunday, 22 Monday, 22 Wednesday, 22 Tuesday rather, 23 Wednesday, 21 Thursday, and Friday finishes off the 7-day forecast back at 19.